ZeNEX.TV/vote. Cast your vote for who you think is going to win, so we can go ahead and see what you viewers are believing is going to be happening within this game. ZanderfeverSC.TV/vote. But since we are in the game, let's go ahead and tell you who the players you could be voting for are going to be. We have in the top right banjowannabe, the yellow Protoss on the right. His opponent is going to be the teal Protoss, ZeNEX.Menta, who's actually IS Mentalist from Infinity 7, one of the top Protosses out there, and we are playing on GSL Metropolis.
I do love good old Metropolis. It's actually becoming one of my favorite maps, believe it or not.
Same. It was actually the one that I voted for in the poll for what GSL maps do you want coming in.
Same here.
Nice. Alright, also guys...
It's a great PvP map.
Yeah. Mentalist did actually end up winning a approximately 20+ minute PvP to actually get into this, so he's had a little bit of finger movings and getting used to playing the PvP matchup. banjowannabe is a player that I completely do not know. Never heard this guy before, but that's one of the beauties of covering the Zotac Cup, is since it is a completely open tournament for anybody to go ahead and get into. You can quite easily find out new players, but I urge you guys to go ahead and vote for who you think is going to be winning, as apparently right now, I have no idea how many people actually voted, because it just says Mentalist is getting to be the 100% favored.
Tesla will log in 400 times and clicked vote.
But it's only, you can only vote once per IP.
So, you never heard of proxies?
Anyways, look at the double gas from... Oh my god! Mentalist taking 2 gas right away.
They both have... no, Mentalist has only 1 gas. banjowannabe's got 2 gas.
Banjo took both.
Yeah, Banjo's got...
Sorry, I was looking... Wow.
This is a very... Oh, this is that 17 double gas build that's come across in PvP lately, where you actually try and get out the gas a bit later, and you go for a lot more minerals early on. Fortunately, I've only ever really talked to people vaguely about this build, so I can't make all these little tiny things that are interesting notes about it, but it could lead to faster gateways, a more aggressive play if you want to get those gateways out, could lead into a possible expansion or something, but the double gas means you can get out a lot of tech too, so it seems like a very, very, very versatile opener. As you can see, the Summoner's Pro is going to finish, and there is going to be a lot of gas ready to get out, things like a Sentry and as well as a Warp Gate if he wants to go for it, because he is getting that Sentry second.
Yeah, but he hasn't... There you go, just starting Warp Gate research. So, Mentalist is actually a little ahead on Warp Gate. So,
yeah. But we do see that a probe from banjowannabe has gone in. I don't think it got in far enough to see the lack of a second gas or anything, but Mentalist has got a lot of probes queued up. And if you look at his vision, he hasn't gotten to the base at all yet, so he has no idea about banjowannabe's build, and Banjo's going for a Stargate. So you could have Phoenix play coming from him, and Phoenix play.
This definitely... Now this makes sense. The double gas smells of Phoenix. I do see this every now and again off my players, so definitely I would say this is a Phoenix play.
Yep. Alright guys, so please go to zanderfever.tv/vote. Let us know who you think is going to be winning, so we can easily just get a better view of what you guys are thinking. Because with this Phoenix play, I'm very curious to see if you think banjowannabe is going to be able to take this game, as Phoenixes are an incredibly interesting thing to look at within the PvP matchup. But more importantly, we've got a Nexus going down for Mentalist, and that really dampens the strength of a Phoenix opener.
It definitely does, but look, Mentalist has a probe over there. It's going to get scouted out though by Banjo. Well, Banjo doesn't. Oh, he bypasses it and goes to the rocks.
Ah, there we go. Now it's gonna go and get lost. But with 2 sentries out, I don't know what Mentalist is thinking. Mentalist may be thinking some kind of expand play is coming into this, but it looks like Mentalist actually did a 1-gate expand in PvP, and talk about a weird way to go about the matchup. That's almost an auto lose to 4 gates or really quick 3-gate pressure, that kind of thing. We'll see if Banjo's going to be going for it all in with the Phoenixes, because Phoenixes are very, very tough to play in a macro setting. It leads into so many issues. It's kind of hard to really explain. It's like people who play PvP and watch PvP at the higher levels, you just know that whenever you get to that large macro battle at the end, first thing to go for Phoenix is either barely takes the win or just loses. It's very hard for them to be useful in a big battle because even against Colossi, they can attack the Colossi, but they just don't do that much damage. Immortal's getting lifted up, Sentry's getting lifted up. That's pretty key. But with Menta, with Mentalist having the natural expansion up and everything already, he's going to get so many probes out. He's going to have such an economic lead, especially because Banjo's only just now thrown down his own Nexus.
Yeah, no, he's definitely... I mean, these Phoenixes have to do a lot more work than just the 2 probe kills they've gotten right now. So, and look at this. They're coming in, but they're going to be greeted by all these Stalkers.
Yeah.
Now, the upside is these Stalkers don't have blinks, so...
Now we do see that 3 probes do get picked off. So that's a nice thing. Banjo's taken some damage to the bases of Menta, but look at the worker count. It's 31 to 31. They've gone from... basically, Banjo's gone from behind in economy to a little less behind in economy, but in the end, he is still behind in economy when he's trying to play a macro PvP game with a Phoenix opener. He's really walking a fine line. Menta can go for some big pushes and almost just outright kill Banjo. We'll see if he'll be doing that. A Colossus choice right now will be just fine. He can go for a lot of Immortals. He can go for... It's a big flow of Gateway units even. And he'll be in a great spot.
This is going to be bad for Banjo right here. He's going to want to go in again, it looks like. And look at all of... You have 4 Stalkers and a Sentry to blind things.
The Sentry is actually the most valuable target to move in. If these Phoenixes can actually lift that up and kill it off, that would be great. But the Stalkers are probably going to go straight in to natural expansion, where there are even more Stalkers here moving out of position, oddly enough.
Oh, and that Phoenix makes it away with 2 health.
Wow.
A whopping 2.
And
does it think it's a Banshee?
Quite possibly, but it does have shields. That's an advantage that Banshees do not have. But the big worry is that Menta is going to be able to get in here and take a look at the fact that this is not an old expansion at all. He's going to move in, see it just started kicking in. That's going to make him very, very happy as he has mined a couple more hundred from basically every single mineral patch at his natural expansion, but he's getting blink and everything. He's gearing up for a very nice push. The big thing for Banjo, though, is that he's getting out a fair amount of Immortals. If he can continue them, Blink Stalkers will not be very good. And, oh, look at this also. Banjo's getting a Robo Bay and a Forge.
I like it.
And he's also been supply capped for quite some time now.
Oh, that's true. That is true. Alright, it looks like Menta's also moving in to kill some rocks and maybe even take his third, or take his third with a push or something, but he's actually going for double Forge and a Robo Bay of his own. So no matter how you look at it, Banjo is behind in tech and economy. Only advantage he has is Stargate vision and opportunity to harass and stuff like that, but now Menta's going to go farther ahead in economy by getting down his third base too.
Yeah. I was hoping with the rocks being taken down for Banjo, he'd actually take his third base, because, I mean, he has to do something crazy to get ahead, you know?
Alright, now, look at the worker count. We do see that Banjo is actually behind the workers. He's trying to run out with these Phoenixes, but they're just not able to do that much damage. They're just taking hits and becoming less effective. As you see that there is now a Phoenix that is down to 10 health. The 2 health is still alive, surprisingly enough, but they're doing a great job of scouting. That's a big thing in favor of Banjo, is he knows exactly what Menta is doing. Oh, wait, no, he hasn't seen the third. Oh, he hasn't seen the third. Yikes.
Now he needs to get down there, see the third, take his 1 free probe kill, and just be done with it. But, you know, Mentalist is going to actually see... Banjo didn't press the issue. He was taking some potshots at the Observer of Mentalist. If he had actually gotten that down, I would have actually been really happy to see. But here you go, Mentalist is moving out. Tons of 3 Immortals, 1 Colossus.
Yep, he's got the blink, and that is big. But notice he has no upgrades right now. They are closer and closer to being done. Banjo's got his +1 attack done, and his +2 attack on the way. So he's going to have a nice DPS to his name. But Mentalist has got his third base now completely up and running. He just needs to start saturating this assimilator that is sitting there at his third just idle. But the fact that Banjo hasn't been able to scout that is really, really unfortunate for him, because these Phoenixes, that's what they're there for right now. They are scouts that can pick off any probes that are idle, running around and being vulnerable. But right now they're just not performing that role. They're going to go ahead.
He's gonna go towards the third.
Yeah, and you can definitely get some probe kills here. We do see there's a cannon morphing though. That'll be a nice way to sort of deter the Phoenixes.
No, the Phoenix is definitely with a cannon will be deterred. Here comes your engagement, though, it looks like.
Yep, so it looks like we are going to see them darting around, but Banjo may not want to actually engage. Or will Menta engage? We are looking around.
He's got 4 Colossus.
Oh, there's the Garden Shield. It looks like the attack's been pushing in from both players. There we go. Now they're going to go. We see a blink on the left of those Stalkers. They're going to try and move in to attack the Phoenixes. The Phoenixes are just hitting the Colossi. Looks like Banjo's going to go ahead and try and bring in some more reinforcements, but the immortal count for Menta is huge. They are staying alive. We see the blinking forward of those Stalkers. This is looking to be like a very bad engagement for banjowannabe, and yep, there it is. GG does get called, and with that, we will be seeing that Menta will be moving on to the grid. Very well done by him, and with this in mind, let's go ahead and see what's going to be happening into the quarterfinals.
Yeah, because we're in grid now. Let grid begin.
Replay
Right?
saved.
Yep.